Well, not a ton to report to you, but as I promised, I took some ultramarine blue, and in this case it was a little bit of burnt sienna and ultramarine blue, and just sort of redefined some of my lines here. I wanted to break this up a little bit as well. It was just a bit weak, and simplify this. And, take some of this blue, and I took my little cheater brush here and dipped in there and dipped in there. Because they are such small strokes, it doesn't bother me because it doesn't really sort of disturb the consistency of technique. Okay, touching the camera, touching the camera. Just going to back out a second here so that I can show you my ugly mug. So that's it for the moment. No chainsaw work today, thankfully, but I still didn't get a lot done. I'm actually busy making a crate for the 36 by 72 that I have to send off to Vancouver Island fairly soon. Self-taught. I'm not. I don't think anybody is. I had the benefit of a dad who was a professional painter. He never made his living solely from painting. But he sold a lot of, he painted a lot and sold a lot of paintings in his life, during his lifetime. And he was a well-trained restorer of old art. So I learned a lot from him in a lot of ways. A lot of foundational work regarding certain mediums. He did the dry point etching, acid etching, lino cuts, acrylic and oil, acrylics and oils, and I have him to thank for that. That was the basis. I moved on from there and did my own thing. I think that I've learned more about what I have to do from my own experiences since those years. And this is decades ago already that I started this. I have to give credit for the fact that I grew up in a creative family. My mother was a potter. She was very innovative too. She did all kinds of hand slabs. She had pretty severe arthritis, so she couldn't use a potter's wheel. Didn't have the strength, but she played a lot with various glazes, which I'm seeing now are becoming more popular. So she sort of added to the mix. I'm doing my own thing here. I think that my painting typically is fairly distinctive. Fairly different, even though it can be likened to people who have done the similar work in the past, Group of 7 in Canada, and many others. So I've had that benefit. Most people have not. But even if you've had none of those benefits, and you've been to an art show, a typical viewer or potential purchaser of art will look at various paintings. We're just going to talk about paintings now. With an eye to its beauty. Does it move them? Does it tell a story? Is it an attractive article? Because that's where you start. And they'll make the decisions based on that. But there's always a pretty large percentage of people who will go to a show, to an opening, who are artists or aspiring artists. Mostly hobbyists, but often people who want to take it seriously. And they'll look at various paintings on the wall and they'll These are the people who will stand close to it and try to figure out how things were done. Which is good. I would encourage that completely. It's one of the best things you can do if you want to learn how to paint. Is just go to a show and look physically. It's far better than anything on YouTube. Look physically at a painting. You know which medium is being used, and within the parameters of that medium, understand what that artist is trying to do, or at least try to understand it. If you become curious, then maybe that artist has other venues or other avenues for you to have a look. They might offer some instruction, they might not. I don't know. But it doesn't matter what you do. If you want to become a painter, and or drawing or sculpting or whatever, you will always look at what other people have done. And if you have the opportunity to, you will watch them doing it, because people typically learn, certainly artistic people learn more from watching things being done than just simply reading text. Even if you go into nature and you don't know very much about anything, you will, and you have that sort of mindset, you'll recognize the drama between a dark shadow and intense light. Even things as simple as that. So that's where I have a problem with people who claim that they are self-taught. You can take what is objective truth about composition, about a particular medium, and you can groom it for the sake of your own facility and how you want to use it for your own purposes, how you interpret that. But it's been done before. It's all been done before. And anything from going out into nature and having the appreciation for light versus dark, complementary colors, you may not be able to identify them because you didn't go to art college or you didn't take lessons. You may not know that blue and yellow are very complementary. You may not know that red and green are very complementary. But you'll feel it. There's something intuitive there. If you intentionally disregard all of the free information that's available to us from people who have done this for thousands of years, and I'm talking about incredibly brilliant people, if you ignore that resource for yourself and choose to say, well, I'm self-taught, you're a fool. Because it's available to us. Take that information, use it, groom it, change it, manipulate it, move it around to your own taste. We know that the industry of art, the field of art, is fraught with ego. Don't get caught up in that. Don't even think about it. Don't worry about it. Use that information. Use it well. Be thoughtful. And then when you go into nature, and I'm talking as a landscape artist now, because obviously there are many different subject matters, but appreciate what's been given to us. And I'm not saying you have to name various artists that have influenced you. It's not necessary. But at least, to say, oh, I'm self-taught, wow, that's a pretty sweeping statement. And you're not doing yourself any favors by saying such a thing. Because it's not true. Okay, just want to make sure my hair's okay, because that's really important to me. Ha! I sound really kind of negative right now, and critical and grouchy. Don't forget though, this channel is called From the Artist. See you soon.